children are like flowers. If you went out to your garden and you were going to water your tulips or your daffodils, you wouldn't water your daffodils or your tulips and then say to them, you need to grow in this direction, or you need to let off this amount of fragrance or perfume when these certain people are walking past. You wouldn't tell them when to bloom, when to flower. If you had flowers, you just water them and then leave them and let them be and let them do whatever it was that nature required of them or they wanted to do themselves, because they're natural beings and that's the way that they deserve to be left alone to do whatever it is that they do. And flowers bloom, flowers flower, and they let off beautiful smells. They invigorate the atmosphere with their colours, with their vibrancy, with their vibration, and we leave them to do that all on their own. Why don't we do that with children too? Why don't we just feed children, water children, nurture them, and then leave them to their own devices to explore this world, to learn, to go on adventures, to play, to shout, to sing, to do whatever they want to do, because they're little kids and they're natural, just like flowers. But we don't do that. We tell our kids what to do. We tell them when to sing and when not to sing. We tell them to be quiet. We tell them to sit down and read, not to play so loudly. We do all of these things that are unnatural. And we are breeding conforming robots and not human beings that will flourish and grow into the abundant human beings that they came to this planet to be. Children have so much to offer us. Children are so special, so sacred, and we strip that sacredness from them and we stuff it deep down into a dark closet so that they become detached from that sacredness. And all we need to do as parents, as role models, as teachers, is to let the kids flourish, to let the kids do what they want to do. And for a lot of people that might sound a bit crazy. Well, if the kids get left to their own devices, how are they going to know what to do? How are they going to grow up in this world? How are they going to get by in this world if we don't teach them certain things? But the problem is, we're teaching them to be like us, like adults. We're teaching them to be the way that they're not supposed to be. And this is a problem. This is a massive, massive problem. So we need to just leave kids alone. Let them be, let them flourish. When you leave a kid to its own devices, it really does experience life the way it's supposed to experience life. There was a story about this guy in India, and he was a school teacher, and he lived in a really, really poor part of town. It was a little village actually, and he bought this old computer. And what he did is he just stuck it in the classroom. He didn't turn it on, he didn't say anything to the children. He just put the computer there and left the kids for a few days. The children, without being told what to do, they worked out how to plug it in, to turn it on. They worked out exactly what the computer could do. All the systems, all the programs, all the software, what it did. They ended up taking the computer apart and putting the computer back together again, like an expert, because no one told them that it should do this or should do that. They worked it all out for themselves. They weren't told to work inside certain parameters, so they experienced the computer fully. I mean, this for me is amazing, and we just got to let kids be free. If you've got children, try and allow them to be themselves. The worst place that you can stick a child is in a classroom, inside a school, because they're going to be turned into something that they're not. They're going to be conditioned in a certain way, and they're not going to be happy, not deep down inside their core. I mean, if you got a tulip or a rose and you tied it to a pole and made the tulip or the rose grow in a particular direction, it's not going to be a happy tulip or a happy rose. It's probably going to die a lot quicker than it would do, and you're not going to get the beauty from it. So just allow children to be free. Allow them to be natural. I love you with my heart and soul, with every fibre of my entire being. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel now. Please share these videos with your friends and your family. And let's make this world a better place.